We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. It's too early for that, isn't it? Welcome back. I'm Christine. This is Mike, my happy little monster microphone, who's here to remind us that art isn't that serious. Today's video is not sponsored by anyone, but Meeden did send me an advent calendar. I have to back up for this. This is how big it is. And it comes in this really big box with a bag. So when I took it out of the box, I put it into the bag. And if you're like me, you probably love bags. I've done a sponsorship with Meeden in the past, which is why they reached out to me to begin with. But because they said there are no strings attached, I don't have to create a video, I don't have specific things I have to say, I don't even have to show anyone the video or show them anything that has anything to do with our advent calendar at all, I was like, I'm gonna make a video. So let's see what's inside of this, shall we? What are you doing? This Meeden Creative Christmas Countdown comes with 24 days of art and DIY in a box. There are 2 layers of beautifully packaged fun, but not for long because, as you'll see, I destroy everything. Starting with day number 1. I struggled with opening each compartment, and then I had to wrestle the art supply out. Oh, this is so shiny it's hard to see. So this is a travel brush, and you just open it up, and you attach the handle like that. The only downside to this is that it's a little hard to put back. You would have to wet this to get it back in. Day number 2. These watercolor postcards are pretty neat. I love the packaging that it comes in. The only thing that I noticed is that the packaging seems to have left an imprint on the first card that's in here. But the rest of them seem fine. Day number 3. I love the colored pencils. They don't come sharpened, which is annoying to me, but they do give you a good selection of colors, including purple. Moving on to number 4. I've never used oil pastels before, and I don't think I'm going to be using these. I could give them a try, but I don't know. Just the thought of using oil pastels and how it could feel on my fingers just... Ooh. I might have to give these away. Day number 5. I've wanted one of these magnetic travel watercolor palettes for a while now, so I'm happy that this was included in the calendar. It has magnets to keep it open and closed. It's pretty neat. Day number 6. I find these incredibly intriguing. These are their acrylic paint markers. This is what the tip looks like. I'm happy with these because they included the color purple. Obviously, you gotta give me something purple. We have watercolor paper, which is 100% cotton. And it doesn't come bound. It's actually loose pieces of paper in here. And they give you quite a few. Let's go number 8. This little mini sketchbook is so cute. It comes with a white cover so you can actually decorate it. This is the perfect size sketchbook to just practice little doodles or to play with new art materials and to see if you like it or to get an idea of how a specific material works. Number 9. This enamel pin is actually pretty cool. It has a magnetic fastener on the back instead of your standard pin fastener, so I think that's neat. Number 10. This is a pretty basic eraser. I don't think they could have gone wrong by including an eraser, but I would have liked to see something more creative. Day number 12. They gave me a dirty easel. Like, I don't know where this color came from, but that's how it came out of the box. Like, what the heck? It's also sticky because they put this glue on it so it doesn't move in the box. Ugh. Gross. I missed day 11 and I struggled with this thing so much that I eventually gave up and I ripped the whole thing open. It's more efficient. This is a 4B pencil. The 4B is a little bit softer than your typical 2B pencil, so you'll be able to put more graphite down on the paper with this. I wish it came sharpened, but it doesn't. It feels very nice. Day number 13. You can't go wrong with white acrylic paint, but I would have liked to see them include more colors. The size of their acrylic paints are pretty small, so they would have been a really good addition to the art advent calendar. At least give me purple, like give me a fun color. A purple, a magenta, a cyan, something exciting. Day number 14. How come everything is so difficult to get out of here? This is a really nice watercolor brush. It has a nice wooden handle to it, and the bristles are nice and soft. I might even use this for acrylic if I'm doing a light wash on top of a sketch. Day 15. It's empty! What? Was I a bad girl? I think this is what's supposed to be in it. These are kind of neat. I've always wanted to paint on top of these, so now I kind of have the opportunity to try it on a smaller scale. And what's great about this is a lot of the materials that they have in this advent calendar are smaller, so you don't have to dedicate a lot of time drawing or painting on top of them. You can just give it a quick try to see if you like it, and then you can always purchase larger materials later on. They could have just given us 1, but they gave us 5. Day 16. I think this is so adorable. These are clips to go on your sketchbook to keep it open. And they're in the shape of the Meeden paint. This is what their paint bottles look like. How cute is that? The only thing they could have done better is given me a purple, but you know, we'll just roll with the blue, yellow, and red. Day 17. I love things like this and these types of advent calendars because if you wanted to, you could paint on it, or you could just keep it as a collectible because if they do this again next year, they'll probably have something else in the place of this. Number 18. We have this beautiful Meeden bag that you can color in. The illustrations are pretty cool. Plus, I love tote bags, so this is really neat for me. Number 19. This is a set of stickers that match the illustrations on the bag. I can give you an idea of how to paint the bag, or you can just put the stickers on your sketchbook. Let's go 20. A cute little mini tree clip. This is another thing you can put on your sketchbook to hold it open. It's adorable. It's Christmas themed. 21. Oh, it's a little mini Christmas tree. This is just so cute. 22. This is a set of brushes. They give you 1 flat brush, 1 filbert, and a fine liner. The fine liner is a little bit too thick for my liking. As somebody who does a lot of painting, I would say that this is a great little set to start with because you can do your color wash and underbase with this brush. You can add on your second layer of color blocking with your filbert brush, and then you can use your liner brush to add more detail. We're on day number 23. Christmas washi tape. It seems pretty sticky. It's like your standard washi tape stickiness, and it's got Christmas decorations on it. It's like a gold foil on green, and then this one is a gold foil on red. I would have liked to see them do something more themed and on brand, but it is a Christmas art advent calendar, so it fits. Last but not least, day number 24. We have a blank canvas. I'm not surprised that they gave us a blank canvas in here. Adorable. And oh, I didn't mention, this is just a generic easel. There's no branding on it or anything. They probably just bought these in bulk and then they just put them in the box. Kind of lazy in my opinion, but still, it's cool because it goes with the canvas. Here's everything that's included. Overall, I think it's a pretty decent haul. I would rate it a 7 out of 10, partly because of the struggle of opening the box, but mostly because the easel and the canvas deserve their own day. And the washi tape just kind of feels like someone tossed it in at the last second. Despite those minor flaws, there's a lot of great items inside, so let's test some of them out. I want to paint this mini ceramic Christmas tree, so I'm going to start swatching the acrylic paint pens on the 100% cotton watercolor paper. I just want to see what I'm dealing with. There's nothing crazy going on with these. This is exactly what I would expect out of an acrylic paint pen. So let's start painting the tree. This is no ordinary Christmas tree though. Since some of the supplies in this art advent calendar are limiting, I decided to use some of my own supplies to turn this ordinary Christmas tree into a monster. Oh, what a cutie! Help me give her a name and a story below if you're feeling it. If not, let's move on to the next art supply. Next, let's try out these tree discs. I'm using the acrylic paint pens directly on top of it to create a cute scribble Christmas wreath, and because this advent calendar doesn't include gel pens, I use my own to add some finishing touches. I was going to be brave and try the oil pastels in the mini sketchbook, but I chickened out and tested them on the watercolor paper instead. You can see here that the silver and gold look really pretty. I think these paint pens are nice. Unfortunately, I've collected a lot of paint markers this year. I haven't even shown you all of them yet, and I just don't see myself getting another set from Meeden. Personally, I just don't need any more markers. Plus, I've kind of noticed that the same colors exist across every brand, and the only real variety is the marker tip and the style of the barrel that holds the ink. Once I finished the layer of paint pens, I went in with the Meeden colored pencils, and then I completely lost myself in scribbles and I grabbed my purple gel pens and a micron brush to add some finishing touches. Then I topped everything off with some chunky highlights from my trusty Sharpie Creative marker, and I was done. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I just had a blast, and if you want to watch another video from me, YouTube will recommend something right over here, and I'll see you in the next video.